Welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be considering the review on IPO that is actually open for subscription and closed for subscription today. I will be considering the IPO of Flair Writing Industries Limited. So the IPO is open for subscription November 22 and closed for subscription today. So the price band for this IPO is 288 to 304 per share, and the lot size is 49 shares. So the minimum amount for the retail investors is 14,896 rupees. And the issue actually comprises of the total issue size is 593 crores, and it includes a fresh issue of 292 crores and the offer for sale of 301 crores, and the anchor investors portion reserved by the company is 30%, that is 58,51,970 shares, and 20% is offered for QIB, that is 39 lakh shares, and HNI segment offered is 2,92,000 shares, and the retail segment offered share is 6,82,000, 68,27,302 shares, that is 35%. And regarding this company, Flair Writing Instruments is actually was incorporated in 1976 to engage the manufacturing of writing instruments that tailors to today's shifting market. So it is an ISO 9001, ISO 9001, 14,001 adhering to global norms, and it has established business partnership with leading pioneers in the writing industry. They actually offer several brands including Flair, Hauser, Peer, Cardin, Flair, Creative, Flair Houseware, etc. and Souks. And they actually sold 1,303 million units of pen out of 975 million units, which accounts for 74% of the total sale domestically. That is and 320 million units were sold domestically, accounting for 28.5% of their sold, and actually 320 million units were sold in the export market, and 975 million units were actually sold in the domestic market. So they have a large market for their products, writing instrument products, in both India and domestic both India and export market. And the company has recently ventured in the manufacture of diverse range of houseware products including casseroles, bottles, storage containers, serving solutions, cleaning solutions, baskets, and paper bins. This expansion is made through their subsidiaries, one of their subsidiaries. And regarding the objective of the issue, they actually plan to set up a new manufacturing facilities for writing instruments in district Valsad and they actually want to fund the capital expenditure of the company and their subsidiaries, and the prepayment of the certain borrowings of their subsidiaries and general corporate purposes. So this is the objective of the issue. So regarding the financial performance of this company, the revenues was 310 crores in FY21, and the profit after tax was 0.99 crores. It increased to 587 crores in FY22, and the profit after tax was 55 crores. It increased further to 954 crores in FY23, with the net profit increasing to 118 crores. And the first quarter, it is the revenue is 248 crores and the net profit was 32 crores. So it is likely to report over 120 to 130 crores net profit in FY24 with a revenue of over 1000 crores. So there is an increase of revenues from 310 crores with over 1000 crores, and net profit has increased from just 0.9 crores to over 125 crores. So there is a good growth in revenues and profits for this company. And regarding the valuations of this IPO, the companies actually have, based on the latest equity capital after the IPO, the EPS is expected to be around 12.33. So based on the IPO price of around 288 to 304, the company is coming with a price earning multiple of 23.36, which is not very expensive as compared to other companies that come with IPO recently, like Seller World. So it is a very attractive IPO considering the good growth that the company is actually, attractive valuation the company is coming with IPO considering the good growth that is reported in revenues in the last 4 years. And regarding the review by different brokers, most brokers have subscribed in the IPO, including Anand Rathi, Ashika Research, Access Capital, and Equity as well, Canara Bank Securities, Choice Broking, Dilip Davda, Nirmal Bank, etc. If you see the review by Dilip Davda, they mentioned that the company is one of the leading player in writing instruments with around 9% market share. They recently diversified into houseware, steel bottles, appliances, and they actually did a pre-IPO at 304 per share to some anchor investors, and based on the FY24 issue price fully priced, but the investor can actually apply for some medium to long-term rewards, and they have a market presence for over 45 years. It has an extensive range of products across various price points, catering to a broad range of customers, including student, professional offices, and they have good manufacturing facilities, and they have good compound profit and revenue growth. So the number of units sold domestically in the export market also mentioned here, and they actually manufacture. They have good brand names like Pierre Cardin, Flair, Hauser, etc. And it has recently forwarded the wide range of manufacturing houseware products, including casseroles, bottle storage containers, serving solutions, cleaning solutions, etc. And they have over 724 different writing products, and they actually have 11 manufacturing units for their writing pens. And they have manufacturing facility in Valsad, Gujarat, in Aigaon, Mumbai, in Daman, United Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, and in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. They have 5,089 full-time employees and which forms so they have the company, the lead line manager for this issue is Nova Wealth Management, and the Access Capital, and the LinkedIn Time is the registrar for this issue. And the post issue, the current equity capital will increase to 52 crores, and the company is trying to command a market cap of 3,204 crores. So based on the FY24 earnings, the company is actually, the asking price is the price earning multiple of 24.92, so which can be considered as reasonable considering the good growth that this company is reporting. And the final review, they are mentioned in the list, Link Pen, Kukoi, Camlin, and Celebar, the listed peers. They are actually trading at 25 times, 43 times, and 424 times. And the final review is that the company is one of the leading players writing and stationery, writing instruments and stationery. It has recently diversified in houseware, steel bottles, and appliances. So there are bright prospects for this company in future. And based on the FY24 earnings, the issue are fully priced. Investors can apply for long-term rewards. That is mentioned in this report. And regarding the report, research report by Nirmal Bank, they also have a subscribe rating on the IPO. So they have mentioned that they have good brands like Flair, Hauser, Pierre Cardin, and Soaks. They actually sold 130 crore pens in FY23. They actually it has launched a range of Flair creative instruments in 2021. It has also rolled in for houseware products and steel bottles through the Flair Writing Equipments Limited, their subsidiary. They offer a diverse range for students, professionals, and offices. And they actually plan to fund the capacity expansion for their subsidiaries, the Flair Writing Equipment Private Limited. The 86 crore will be used for that each purpose, and 76 crores for the working capital requirements of the other subsidiary, that is Flair Writing Industries Private Limited. And they have a pan-India distribution network with strong presence in targeted markets in India and abroad market. The issue is valued at 27 times FY23 EPS, which is a discount to the peers. So they have a subscribe rating in this IPO. So they have a domestic market share of 9%, compounded and revenue growth of 14% CAGR between 17 and 23. So all these are mentioned in the report. You can actually go through this report, and so you can actually see the different product mix and geographic mix. 84% revenue is actually contributed to the domestic market and 16% from the export market. So their 97% of their revenue is from the writing instruments, and balance 3% of houseware products and steel bottles. And investment rationale mentioned here is that they are one of the leading players in writing instruments in India, and they actually manufactures different products for the different consumer segments. So like they actually offer products in the different price range of 5 and 3,000. They actually cater to the mass segment. They offer pens in the range of 5 to 15 for the mass segment, and pens in the range of 16 to 100 for the mid-premium segment, and over 100 for the premium segment. And they have a pan-India distribution network having 7,700 distribution dealers and 350,000 wholesaler retailers and 131 super stockists, and they have presence in 2,424 cities and towns and villages in India. So that is also mentioned here in the presentation. So they have zone-wise distribution. 36% of the sales is in South India market, 33% North India, and 13% in East India, and 16% in West India. And so all these are mentioned here. So they have the ability to manufacture diverse range of high quality products and strong innovation capability. One of the largest manufacturer writing and creating instruments in India, with the ability to partner with international brands in the industry. So altogether, this company, you can actually go through the report in detail, and some risks are actually mentioned that the distribution network crucial for domestic and international spaces potential harm if disputed, if disrupted, impacting overall business prospects and financial outcome. and the revenue is heavily dependent on their flagship brands like Flair, Hauser, Pierre Cardin. Damage to reputation could harm their business operations. So some of the risk factors also mentioned here. And any material change in raw materials can have an negative impact on company's business operations. So these are some of the risk factors mentioned here. So overall, considering the good oversubscription figures, the issue is already oversubscribed 9-10 times in the retail segment and over 70 times in the HNI segment, and the last day QAB segment will be oversubscribed. So based on the latest grey market premium, so the company is actually commanding a grey market premium of around so the issue price is actually coming, the company is actually coming with an IPO in the price band of 304. The latest grey market premium is around 75. So based on the latest grey market premium, the oversubscription figures, the issue is expected to list at around 370, 375 levels. So I am actually planning to apply for this IPO. So if you are also convinced about the future prospects of this company, you can also consider applying for this IPO.